I need to do food prep. And apparently, the only way I can convince myself to do it is by streaming it. So here we go. I guess. Here we go. Ew. Just gonna mute that. I don't want to hear that. Okay. Alright, so you gotta sit right there. Wow, it's like I'm watching someone else cook. Okay, so my plan is to make bulk pork bulgogi and then portion it so I have like at least a couple meals for the week. And I have to make it easy and accessible so that when it comes to being hungry, all I have to do is heat it up. Because if I don't, then I tend to not eat. Dang it. Okay. This is very old bananas in the freezer. I should throw away now at this point. I was going to do deep fried banana tempura with whipped cream, but then I didn't have the motivation to, and now they've been in there for like 2 weeks now. Dope. I have my rice. I try to make a bunch of fresh rice and then freeze it. It doesn't smell bad. I might make more. I don't know. We'll see. They do take up a lot of space, so I should take it out and then I'll put it in a smaller, well, not smaller, but like easier to flatten container, I guess. So usually doing this hurts. If it's like literally bricks of ice. Like I push it and then my hands will like cut on the edges and then it hurts. Love that, love that. I'm gonna do it on this side, put it in there. Freezer bags are probably better for the rice to be stored in anyways, because these are not exactly airtight. And then push these in again, and we'll rinse them with hot water to breaking out the ice. Then we'll spray them with cleaning soap solution, which is just soap and water diluted. I like to tell myself they don't need to be scrubbed because it's not like there's like a bunch of stuff stuck to it, and that spraying it with a soap solution and letting it sit for a while and then rinsing it again is good enough. That's what I tell myself. I also doubt that, but it's what it is. Cleaning these are a pain in the butt. Little spray the inside. Spray. And upside down. And we'll do the lids. And spray the lids. Yep. Here we go. All sprayed. The rice is now also in the bag, so we can close it up and put it in the freezer again for now. Usually, this rice is kind of old, but usually because I freeze it, all I have to do is heat it up with Like I'll splash it under some water in the running sink, running tap. I'll be like, and then I'll put it on a plate or a bowl. I'll put a wet paper towel over it, and then I'll heat it up for a minute or two, depending on how big it is, and that usually softens it and makes it taste just the same. Apparently, my partner though does not think so, but everybody has different senses and such. So, okay. Yum, 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 yum. I need water. Yeah. Waiter. Ow. It's not sustainable, but I drink water from water bottles for the convenience. It makes me sad because it's not sustainable, but if I don't do it this way, I won't drink water. So, ooh, all right. Let's get the pork belly. Go. Yeah. Some milk back in there. Oh, little Finnick. Cute. Wait, they went to Target? Oh, man. I should have told them to get more lettuce if they went to Target. I thought they only went to Sam's Club. Oh, wait. I was going to wipe this. Okay. I'm going to use my vacuum because crumbs, then it won't go on the floor because that's what I'm going to use a vacuum anyways if it goes on the floor. And I'll sanitize it. Sanitization. Okay, wipe. Pardon the noise. Yep. And I'm using gloves because I wash my hand too much if I don't. It's not bad to wash my hand, but like I do it unnecessarily basically. Every time I touch anything, I go rinse my hand and I dry my hand, and then I waste a bunch of paper towels. Probably because I don't like how it feels. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now I'm going to change my gloves because I touched the sanitation thing. I don't want to touch the food after that necessarily. So, new glubbies. And then you get scale. The recipe I'm referencing is 32 ounces of meat. About, what does that say? 5. Oh, fuck! Are you okay, phone? It's okay. Put you on a different, not super stable, but not as not stable. Huzzah. So smart. Okay. Balance. I believe in you. God. Yeah, because then it's being supported when it falls. Fine, I'll cut it and weigh it. Jeez. Okay. This is a container I'm going to put it in. I'm going to put the little battery. Is that what it's trying to tell me? Are you kidding me? After all this time, sir? Now? Okay, that hurts. That, yeah. Not smart. Don't do that. AA batteries. Let us go get AA battery replacements. Hello, my little babies. Yeah, fresh batteries. Happy? We're gonna tear, whatever. Push you to the side and hope you don't turn off and mess up. Then, gotta get a cutting board. Don't really want to use our wood cutting boards, but I don't want to use our plastic either. What a dilemma. But I bought these specifically because they're supposed to be better for veggies and meat and stuff. So this is the only silicone-ish mat thing we have. Hopefully that will keep that in place. Okay. And our sharpest knife is this bad boy. I wonder if you can see how wrinkled the edges are when I try to sharpen it myself. But it works better because of my amateur sharpening skills. So the camera pole is kind of in the way. That's what it is. This is 5.24 pounds. I know I could just do the math conversion instead of using my Tare. You know what? I will. How much for battery? Here you go. Turn off. Dina. Hey, Google. What is 5 pounds of meat converted to ounces?
5 pounds is 80 ounces.
Thank you. 80 ounces. So 35 and 35 is about 70. So about half of this, so 2. I'm going to multiply the ingredient stuff by 2. Yep. Alright, one thing I learned in home education, first of all, your cutting board needs to be flat. It says no bueno. Second, your cutting board needs to be bigger than your knife in order for it to be effective when you do it like this. Okay, goodbye, Mr. Rubber Board. Let me think. I guess I'll just put paper towel under it because it's kind of uneven, and hopefully the paper towel can be enough to like cushion the space between a little bit. Okay, so I got the meat. We cut the meat bag open. Our sharpest knife ain't even very sharp. That is a very sad. Alright. That has been cutted. Usually, I would wash the meat. I'm not feeling particularly washy right now. Especially because after I wash it, it's all wet and shit. And then I have to sanitize everywhere because I'm freaked out about cross-contamination. Alright, I'm not a chef. I don't know if this is a good cut of pork, but that is a lot of fucking fat right here. But then right here, right? But then if you look on the side, right? It's a big piece of fat. Okay, and here too. Holy gods, look, it's this whole triangle. Anyway, I'm not going to think about that. Okay, so bulgogi Usually it's in thin portions, so maybe I'll cut this in like, well, 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna hate myself. Uh-oh. This knife is not knifing enough. I think I'm gonna do the sharpening. We're gonna do the classic nasty sharpener. Lovely. I need a new glove. Yep. So many gloves. I didn't want to waste paper towels with rinsing my hands, and now I'm wasting gloves. Lovely. I was sharpening. Yes. Okay. Wait. Oh. Fuck. Whatever. I didn't want to rinse this, but now I have to. It's what it is. Turn on the water. And we do the sharpening. Rinse the meat off the knife. First, we sharpen on number 1. Yuck, yuck, yuck. I hate how that feels and how that sounds. I bought an actual sharpening block, but I don't really know how to use it yet. I haven't really given myself the chance to learn or try it, so I'm not going to do it right now. I don't want to get distracted. I need to stay focused on the cooking part. Buffing it, right? We're serrating it, and now we are polishing it. Polish. 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 Yep. Do I use this correctly? Probably not. But if it's sharpened, good enough. These are really cheap knives anyways. Get all of the metal particles off. Oh yeah, I see some already. We don't want that in our food. Now we cut again. Hope for the best. A little better. Okay. I know I said it has to be long enough this way and this way. Oh, I didn't say this way. It has to be long enough this way. I think this way too, so this is too short, but too late. It is too late. I'll put that there for now. Yeah, let me just stand awkwardly over here. Yeah. Meow. My mom would be so proud of my cutting skills. That is sarcasm. That one's a little too thick. Crap. I know I made guidelines. We're not going to talk about how I didn't follow those. Hopefully this will be enough for both me and my uncle. My uncle is a mailman, so he walks a lot throughout the day, right? So he needs a lot of energy. So he eats huge fucking portions. So what could be like 10 portions for me is probably like, I want to say 5, but honestly, it's probably like 3 or 4 portions for him. My portions are really fucking tiny. And his are really huge. We're like the exact opposite. Oh. Okay, I put these in here, but now I need to take them out because I feel like I'm going to put the cut pieces. So smart, me. So smart. Or at least like move it out of the way so when I take the other pieces out, it's not inconvenient. Please don't topple over. I will cry if you do. Usually, if I try this recipe at home, I make the cuts too big. So now I'm going to try making them too small and see how that goes. And they're usually pretty long too, so maybe I should do this sideways like I was originally planning on doing. Oops. Oh yeah, look at those knife skills. Super, super safe. Did I mention I took home ec? They have learned I did not do a good job practicing. I know for sure that you can hold the knife like this, and then technically you put your fingers here to hold the blade for stability. I can at least guarantee that is for sure right. That being said, it is hurting my palm right here. Maybe the sideways thing was a mistake. Yeah, usually, God, I keep saying that. Sometimes I'll cut one way, I realize I don't like it, and so I'll cut the other way. And I realize I don't like that, and then I'll cut a different way. And so I have 3 different cuts of meat in one meal. But it doesn't matter because they're all just thin slices anyways. And after you cook them, you can't really tell. So maybe I'll cut it this way. It's less movie. One, two, three. The knife is not exactly sharp enough, so I'm putting a little too much pressure. It's what needs to be done. Don't be quiet. I have to be talkative. That's what this practice is for. Speaking out loud and whatever comes to my brain. Even if it's fucking weird. Cut. 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 And then this is just a piece of fat that I don't want. This is okay. So we put the fat we don't want on the fat. Ooh, I just thought of something so smart. Ah. Ray. I'm not exactly sanitizing it, but I'm just getting the little crummies off so that way I can close it later and sanitize the outside, not worry about that. Whatever. Yep. You're overthinking things. Just do it. Just do the do. Do the do. And we're gonna try cutting it like this. Which I think I should have been doing in the first place. I don't want to like scratch up the cutting board, but that's what it's for. Come on. Less and less diagonal as I go. Like, bro, what is this? Why are you so fat? I know it's pork belly, but still. If it tastes too much like pork, I won't be able to eat it. Bop. There's a pension club. Right. Side of your snipe. Snipe. I'm gonna prevent my knife from hitting that part. It feels strain in my hand, my grip, and my fingers from not doing this enough, probably, and also not holding this properly, probably. I think my music is far away enough that it's not catching on the mic. That would be good, which is less likely I got a warning. Less likely to get a warning. And we switch it up again. Back from the top. And straight. Yeah, when my hand starts to hurt, then I stop caring. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna eat it. It's gonna taste like meat. I know that the way you cut things affects, how well it's gonna turn out. Sometimes it'll be more tender. Sometimes different cuts will be made to be not exactly not tender, but it just works better for different dishes, right? And they're just getting thicker on the way. Love that. Yeah, your knife isn't sharp enough if you have to do like multiple of these freaking swipes like I am. I still have 3 more of these to go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. All of this is connected. Mm. I don't know if this is worth it. Nice big chunky. Mm. And there goes my glove. Hi, Tina. All right. Meat has been. I'm gonna have to get a bowl so I can marinate that. Anyways, meat has been cutted. That in there. I'm gonna move my gloves for washing dishes there. Turn on the water. I think technically you're not supposed to wash your cutting board with soap, but I'm not gonna do that because raw meat. Okay, now we wash the cutting board with warm hot water and soap. Sanitization, very important. The knife too. And the knife block. And I'm very likely going to use the same knife again when it comes down to everything else. And then the cutting board instructions say you're supposed to rinse both sides of the board with water so that you can try to prevent warping. And then you should also be drying it ASAP. Left side. Get all the soap off. No soap. Shake, shake, shake. And then I don't trust this. This is raw meat towel now. You saw nothing. Dry the board. Wait, I have to use the cutting board again too. No, this one is reserved for me because of how big it is. You should have dedicated cutting boards. Excuse me, baby. In the cupboard. This is the next size cutting board. Excuse me, baby. Excuse me, cell phone. No cross-contamination, please. For now, I'm putting this on. Put it in the fridge while I get everything else done. And since the meat was hanging over the edge, I'm going to wipe the sides. Yep. That definitely cleaned it. Yep. In the fridge. Good. All right. Now I have to go read the ingredients of what I need to get out for my pantry and shit. Pop, 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 pop. Okay. Soy sauce, gochujang, gochugaru, rice syrup, mirin, sesame oil, Korean pear, garlic, ginger. I ain't gonna remember this. I should put it on my phone so I don't have to keep walking back and forth. Hello, my little sleepy baby with your little sleepy eyes. Okay, so soy sauce. That's all I remember. Soy sauce, gochujang, sesame oil, gochu, gochugaru. Hopefully I like this brand better. I had a different one that I really didn't like, so I ended up never liking the bulgogi I made. Maybe this one make it better. Ooh, juicy. This shit is so gross, but it's nostalgic. It's not gross, but it's definitely not amazing. Okay. Oh shit, I kind of have to pee. Oh, actually. Alright, here we go. All-purpose soy sauce, gochujang, gochugaru, rice syrup, mirin, black peppers on counter. We got when I say rice syrup, they don't mean rice vinegar, do they? Wait, what the heck is rice syrup? Oh, they mean rice syrup. I don't have honey, so black pepper, Korean pear, garlic, and ginger. Some ginger and rusty, dusty, old, and sad garlic. I'm pre-peeling everything. Garlic. I need to look up what rice syrup is. I think I know what it's talking about, but also I don't. Oh. Oh no. It's an actual thing. No! Okay, that means I'm gonna have to wait or omit it. But every time I omit ingredients, obviously it doesn't taste the same. Not that I've ever made the recipe before, but I want like the restaurant tasting bulgogis because I know I'll eat that for sure. Whenever it's not that, then I don't eat it. I'm trying to find a recipe. So whatever, we'll go with what we got. So we need a food processor. I don't have that. So what I'm going to use instead is, well, to be honest, I wanted to use this creamy, but I'm not going to do that. That's my partner's. I'm going to use, where the fuck did the Ninja go? Did we get rid of it? We had a Ninja. My uncle had a Ninja for smoothies. And I either put it in the garage or we got rid of it. Oh no, Tina's. Tina, what do we do, Tina? Tina, what do we do? I don't have a Ninja. Let me make a phone call. Today is Tuesday. Well, I have to pee, so I'm gonna go pee while I do this. Contacting. Dialogue? I may need to pause on the cooking, but I'll just finish everything else that I can do, and then hopefully maybe I can, if my partner can take me to a store, we can buy a food processor or something. I've been delaying getting it because I'm like, oh, I never need it, but clearly I do need it. Up. All right. We get some new glovies. So in the meantime, we'll just put everything that's seasoning away, and then we'll do the other stuff instead. I think the garlic they want us to process as well, so I'm just not going to worry about that either. So Asian pears and garlic we store away for now. Gochujang soy sauce. We'll take out the spinach and these beans. Oh, I need garlic for these too, because I'm also making like bibimbap banchan, basically. I'm making banchan. And I'm going to use it for quote unquote bibimbap, but also not really. Alright, pears. Into this bag you go. Everyone gets to be over there. Carrots. And then we need Let's see. Steamer, the pot you fill with water. Hi, my Tina. You like that window? Fill with a lot of water. I'm going to turn on this. Turn the not the fan yet. The stream's hella behind. Okay. And or maybe it's me. It is me. Haha. Gods, how behind is this? If maybe not at all. Huh. Okay. Because we're gonna blanch the spinach. We're gonna blanch the bean sprouts. And we're gonna pan fry the carrots. I know technically I shouldn't be turning this on before the pot goes on, but I have very little patience. Don't burn pot. Oh, gods. Not goods, gods. Lid. I was gonna use this as a strainer. I've changed my mind now. I don't want to use this as a strainer. I'm just gonna use that as a strainer. I just needed the bean sprouts because these have been thoroughly washed and ready to enjoy. So I shall trust that they have been thoroughly washed and that nothing is rotting. And these probably washed as well, but I'm gonna wash them anyway. You get them at the Asian market. You never know. Carrots. I'm gonna peel so it's not too big of a deal. Okay. Excuse me, my Tina. I put these gloves here. Thank you. Moving things out of the sink because we have dishes in the sink from me, but I need the space. Okay. So first we get a bowl. We'll put water in the bowl. No, we rinse the bowl first because what the fuck is in this? What the hell? Now we put water in the bowl, and and the pot is steaming. Bring bean sprouts, put them into the bowl with water as it's filling in the sink. Yep. Athena. Throw away the bag. Oh, it got stuck to my glove. Throw away the bag. Rinsey the bean sprouts in the bowl of water. Take out any not good bean sprouts or little pieces of these green leafies, I guess. I don't really know, honestly. Swishy, swishy, swish. Yeah, maybe I should not have turned that on first. Are you burning, pot? Probably. It's what it is. It's too late. I've already created the issue. And then grabbing the sprouts and transferring them to the colander for draining by the fistful and shaking out loose water and dirt and shit. Not actual shit, of course. And my rule of thumb is if it doesn't go into my grip, it doesn't go into my meal. So any excess in the water, we're just gonna let go into the drain catch. Yes. And I got water in my gloves. Lovely. Love that for me. Okay. Now we let these drain. Hopefully. Not that it matters too much because it's going to go into water again. Yeah, so we let those. We'll wait for that to heat up. We're gonna start doing something with the carrot. I'm really bad at julienning them. So you rinse your carrot before you peel it because as you're peeling it, you're peeling the inside and you don't want dirt from the outside to be contaminating the inside, even though it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Carrot. These carrots are too much. Too many carrots. Carrot. I don't have a vegetable scrub. You don't really need one technically, I believe. Just make sure you're rinsing the loose dirt off, basically. I'm going to take off my wet glove because that's bothering me. Love that for me. Okay, I'm going to try to cheat my way with the carrots. So technically you're supposed to matchstick them so they have like a little bit of a crunch to them. Honestly, I don't think I care too much for that, so I'm just going to grate them with my electric grater. In large grate sizes. Okay. So, or maybe I'll slice them and then I can easily cut the slices. Because the thing about julienning is like you like slice them and then you lay the slices on top of each other and then you cut them, right? But I always have trouble with it because you have to have a grip on the slices and then they start spilling everywhere and then I'm like, bro, now everything's uneven, and then I just start chopping it and then it's ugly. So let's just stick with the grating. Right, baby? Let me bring this fan to the kitchen. To the kitchen fan. Oh, yeah, that shit's kind of smoky. Whoop. That means I need to also close my living room shade. Up, up, and out. And cover, cover, cover. It's getting there. Okay. And Let me think about this. Technically, when you blanch things, you're supposed to put in ice water, but I don't have ice, so I just run the cold water in a smaller bowl and let them cool off that way. It's kind of a waste of water, yes, I know. We're going to talk about that. Right now, we need to focus on food, not about waste. Food. Speaking of food, I have not eaten food. Let me eat a food. We shall eat some little bites. Doesn't sound necessarily appetizing, but I do need to eat something. Look at it, they're so cute. I'm gonna try the slicing first and see how that goes. And if I don't like it, then I'll go to my original idea of just grating it. Whoop. Ha! When you peel your carrots, you need to use this kind of peeler. This one sucks ass. This one always will get the peeling stuck into it, and you have to go like, yeah, just shake it off. Oh, and I proved myself wrong. Anyway, the previous kinds that I've used where it's this U shape have that problem. We're gonna pretend I never used it and just put it back in there. It's fine. That's fine. That's the wrong side. I think I overshaded my potatoes. I mean my potatoes too. My carrots. But it's what it is. This one's a big one. Jesus. The water be boiling. Hold up. I gotta throw this away. Man, Nanny, if we lived together, I could have gave you these shavings for your baby. Because I'm pretty sure you are probably okay with giving your baby shavings, right? Because it's not like it's dirty or bad for them. Humans are just picky. Alright. So, the water be hot. Take this off. The water be very hot. Yes. We get our cold ladle. Or, no, we get our pasta dinosaur. And we're just gonna technically do it in small portions, but I'm pouring everything in. I have no patience. And then you're supposed to let it sit in there for like 30 seconds to a minute, but then I'm like, that's never enough. I feel like it's too crunchy. So, and I also do it in large portions. So I usually just let it sit for a minute or two. Yeah. Then I get my cold water. So I could just put it in the cold water and bring it to the sink, turn on the sink, and start cycling so it stays cold water. And you're supposed to squeeze them after, and I've always hurt my hand doing that, so I need to think of an alternative way to do that. So I have no grip strength, nothing. We do have a salad spinner, but it's a manual one, and it's like a really shitty lid one, so I don't want to use that. Okay, when I say wait a minute or two, I technically mean I wait until I start seeing it boiling again, and then I take it out. It's boiling a little bit right now, but not enough. This is no longer blanching. This is steaming. I mean, boiling. Pasta dinosaur spoon. Best investment I've ever made. I don't eat a lot of pasta. Still. It has multi-uses. Like this shit. Because let's be honest, if I used a regular ladle with holes in it, a lot of that shit probably would fall out on the sides. Not that this is grabbing a whole bunch at once. It's just cute, okay? Oh yeah, look at that steam. I'm being a little too slow about this. The water is getting a little bit warmer. Actually, it might be okay. I might not need to add more water, which will be good. What's that? And that's when you get the strainer again. This time they actually need to be strained. So we're trying to get all the water out. So I'm going to grab them from the bowl, drop them on the strainer, let them sit because I don't want to squeeze them yet. Then pour from the bowl into the strainer so I get everything. Shake, shake, shake. And we fill the bowl with water again because now we have to do the same thing for the spinach. Seal, reseal. Well, ideally, I use all of this, so I'm just going to take it off. Alright, spinach. Do your thing. That's right. Everything, because I am crazy. I'm actually going to get a second strainer because there's two of them. And I'm They're seasoned the exact same, but I'm gonna try not to mix them because why? I don't know. You know what? Maybe I will just mix them. No. It'll be harder to squeeze out that way. So we'll keep them separate. So I'll put second strainer into there. So bean sprouts on the bottom of the colander, strainer on top of the bean sprouts. And put the spinach in there. Or maybe we'll just separate them completely because I don't want the spinach water going into the bean sprouts, making it take longer to drain. Yeah, I'm so smart. Get in there. Everybody gets to mingle and soften at the same time. The spinach is easier to tell that it's good enough. I still overdo it probably. Do I need this water for anything else? I do not believe so, so we'll turn it off now. Bowl, spinach. What's that sound? I'm hearing like a vibrating sound. Oh, okay, it's just water. The water gets hotter faster with the spinach because it's, I don't know why, because it's larger. Gently, swishy, swishy, so it stops cooking. And the spinach, I'm actually going to let drain water, replace the water actually, because it's still warm. There we go. I think that means it should no longer be cooking. Yep. And then now we just put it in the strainer. Technically, this is a rice drain strainer, so it's not doing a very good job about the water, but we'll come back and squeeze it out anyway, so. Okay. Rinse the bowl. Probably going to use it again. Very, very likely. What was he doing? Carrots. Grab the bowl. Put the carrots in a bowl so they're not in the way. Hacha! Excuse me, drinks. Excuse me, paper towels. Up. The less water, the better. So we want to pan fry these so that they get a little bit softened, a little bit crunchy. Remember, folks, carrots can stain your hands. That's when I really should be using gloves. Okay, let's see. So now I'm going to pour the water out of this. I'll just use this to cook the carrots. Less dishes. Hopefully it works still. I don't see why it wouldn't, but also I'm not a chef again. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Pour. Shake, shake. There you go. All right, so let's do cut that part off. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. So that's going to Koopy. Don't worry. Maybe. Ideally, I don't waste anything, but. Come out, carrot. Lift. Take out this piece. Oh.
Mr. Squishy Potato.
Hello? I'm streaming. Oh, give me a second. I was gonna ask if you had enough money to get a food processor today.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I had a Ninja still, but I can't find it, so I can't make my marinade. I wonder if there's like a really, really cheap one at Target.
I have money for it. I wouldn't necessarily buy the cheapest one. I would say do some research. It doesn't have to be expensive. Send me a link. See if it's in stock.
Okay. Thank you. Bye bye. I'll have to ask my partner because I don't have a job right now, so I don't have money. I feel really guilty about having to ask them, but they're also very nice and they're very willing, so I'm also very thankful for that. No, I have carrot juice stains on my nails. So that one didn't work. What about just grating it? Ah! That's how you cut your freaking hand. These ones are short too. I understand why, because it's like this much. Okay, I will julienne them. Let me bring this to my turtle. These are small enough for her to eat. Hopefully she will eat them. She's really picky. Technically, we have to give her a nice array of veggies, variety, but she will never eat them. She just lets them sit. The only thing that she's partially willing to eat is romaine lettuce, which isn't exactly the best, but also not terrible. Better than not eating them at all. Okay. Carrots with the coop. All right. We're not gonna cheat this. We're just gonna make really, really ugly. Please come out. Give this a good rinse. That should be fine, probably, hopefully. Alright. Put this away then, since it's not working for my purposes, obviously. There you go. Another pastry. Mm. Mm. I'm going to make a flat side with my peeler. Gods. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, if you do it right, they'll like lay on top of each other really nicely. And you just have to cut from there. Lovely. That chunky, uneven. I don't have a good grip on it. Yep. Whoa, my carrots! Do what I can. Do what I can. Do what I can. Do what I can. Now pushing all the other carrots away. That's not too bad, actually. I think that's the first time I've somewhat successfully done that before. I still don't like how it feels. It's okay, carrots. Don't be sad. Yep, and then this is where everything goes downhill. And then I have to start cutting them one by one. Now, oh, that's a weird reach. Again. Should I cut this part first because weird. Then we are going to flatten out one side so it stays. Please stay inside. Flatten, flatten, and then somehow keep everything together. I know this is dangerous. Don't copy me. It's working. I got too excited. But I'm putting a lot of strain on my hand because I'm pressing down so hard because I'm like worried if I don't do it enough, it won't go through properly and everything will slide apart. 1, 2, 3. And you have fake nails on. My wrist hurts. Oop. Okay, goodbye, carrot. It gets to go down there now. I like to be dramatic. I want to hurt myself. Nina, what you doing? Don't chase Chloe. She doesn't like it. She's kind of small. I'll line them up. kind of stack. Yep. Line them up. Wonderful. Cut them up. One. Like I said, my mom would be so proud of my cutting skills. It is still sarcasm when I say that. Okie dokie. One more carrot. And it's hoog. Okay. Oops. How do I get it to stop doing that? Stop sticking. I keep changing my channel name, and I need to change it again. Okay. Flatten. Chop, chop. Too thick. carrots. Yoink. Push. And if anybody wants to hire me, I'll cook for them. If anybody wants me to cook for them, they should become my roommate. So then I can cook for them and not have to worry about other factors like commuting. Just know that I take a long time to cook. As you can see, I've literally only cut meat, blanched bean sprouts and spinach, and cut carrots. And it's been like 2 hours. Come on. It's kind of like a dream of mine, though. Like, it would be really nice if I could just live with a bunch of my friends nearby me, and we all have our own separate spaces, but like, maybe we all join each other for dinner and stuff. It'd be fun, like in a big house together. But all my friends are buying houses now. They're at that age. They have their own pets, their own lives. Not many people are that interested. That just means I need to find more friends. But also, making friends is really exhausting because you have to start with that whole like, oh, we don't know each other phase, so we gotta be really nice, and I want to make sure you like me, and before I like really commit to like being able to feel fully comfortable with how I am around you. Mm, mm, mm. And like more often than not, you're probably not gonna like the person very much that you meet. Or not you, maybe me. I'm like picky, I guess. I don't really usually like a lot of people right away. It's not like I hate them or anything. I just don't necessarily like vibe with them or want to continue interacting often with them. Which then I feel bad about. And I'm like, how dare you feel that way about other people, Grace? You don't deserve friends. Alright, so now that that is done, I'm thinking I should cook this in a different pot, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to turn this on to lower. We're going to put just a little bit of oil, or a lot of it. You're going to get the wooden spoon, mix the oil. So that they're coated a little bit. And then also get salt. And that was a lot of salt. Mix the salt. Salt, salt, salt. Now they are salted. Okay. And we'll turn it to medium. So we let that cook. And while we let that cook, we'll start cleaning up again. Don't listen to where I put these. You hear nothing. You have no evidence. I did not throw it away. Hello, Martina. You're looking very cute on that windowsill. Ow, hot water. And this one I'm just gonna rinse because there wasn't raw meat on it. I'm gonna use my sponge to give it a wipe. My soapless sponge that I rinsed very thoroughly. Okay. Cupboard. Cutting board into the cupboard. Carrot, carrot, carrot. My little sister recently got a cat. My other little sister, who's in her 20s, found a cat roaming about on a busy road. And I believe they went to go get them microchipped, seeing if they had a microchip, and there wasn't one. And originally, she was going to give it to Humane Society, but then a lot of people were talking about how Humane Society, because there's such an over access amount of like strays, if the pet does not like fit every single or fit a lot of criteria for being a good house pet, they'll usually euthanize it, even if it's a perfectly healthy cat. Because it's like, oh, well, they're healthy, but they're not very friendly. So they euthanize it because it's like better, apparently, which I mean, I get also, but also like, damn, it just feels bad. And so she then decided she didn't want to bring it to the humane shelter anymore. So she sent out a message online, kind of like, hey, friends and family, we're looking for a place for this cat. We don't want to bring it to the shelter because of blah, blah, blah. Let us know if anyone is available or interested. And then in the meantime, while they were waiting for responses on that, my little sister, who is going to be in high school soon, has been wanting a cat of her own because it's like, ooh, cat, and so my mom is like, no pets allowed. I'm allergic. Except my sister, who found the cat, who's in her 20s now, had bunnies when she was living with them. She just brought them home, and my parents, couldn't really say anything. So they kind of try to do that too with this cat. They're like, hey, mom and dad, look at this cat. It needs a home, and we brought it to your place so you could look at it, kind of thing. And my mom agreed to test out letting the cat live with them, as in like giving the cat to my little sister who's about to be in high school. The cat is confined to her room, and her room should always be closed, which is not ideal for a pet, but under these circumstances, it's better if the cat stays in her room. Anyways, I was saying this and giving all this context because they keep talking about how they keep petting the cat, and they're like, oh, they're so nice, they're letting me touch them. And then they sent a video, and it's just this fucking cat like hunched down, squished into a corner, ears down, literally a pancake, and they're like petting it, obviously gently, but to me, the way I read it was like, that cat's fucking terrified, and that cat has no fight in it. So it's like, doesn't want to be pet, but it's not going to do anything about being pet because it's scared. So I was like, guys, like, don't touch the cat, man. Like, let it get comfortable first. It needs to come to you. And it's really tempting, when you have a cat and you're like, oh my god, cat, and you're like, I just want to pet the cat all the time. But it's also really important that these early stages you respect its boundaries because they won't be able to get comfortable with you. Or the chances of it getting comfortable will take longer or be harder, whatever. Honestly, though, like, I like to think that I was really good about it when I first got my cat, but I don't know, actually. No, I was really good about it. I really wanted to touch them a lot, but I also, like, just kind of forced them to sit in the room with me a lot. But now that they're comfortable with me, I break their boundaries all the time, which is fucking rude, right? But I just want to hug them. So, like, my cats will sit there and I'll be like, look at you little cute babies. And I pick them up and I kiss them and I hug them. And they stare at me like, what the fuck? And then I put them down and they go walk away like, bitch, I'm trying to relax here. Leave me alone. That's what it is. These are getting very wet. And I don't know how to counteract that. Higher heat? Okie dokie. Yeah, you go, carrots. You get sauteed, kind of. I think the metal does matter, but it's too late now. I'm cooking it in this. I'm gonna put it in one of my bento boxes. Should I? Should I not? I won't. In a regular container, like this one. I regret getting these bento boxes. I hate cleaning them. This crease here sucks ass. Just want to see that. But they're in the world. Lid. Let's see. Okay, put those away. This one's missing a lid. Cap go. And it smells like carrot. It smells very strongly like carrot. Burning carrot, I think. I don't like the smell of carrot. It smells so freaking sweet, too. Not in the good way, though. Good way for me, at least. Oh, yeah. This pot be burning. Maybe this is it. This is all I can do. Oh, there goes my vision. The life of glasses. Or not. I believe in you, carrots. I believe. And last Pop-Tart. Aw, she was so cute. You like flipping on the floor, baby? Martina likes to, when she plays, she just goes, whoop, 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 whoop. Like she just keeps flipping back and forth. It's cute. On the ground, laying down. These are probably fine, and I'm just like overdoing it at this point. But I really don't want them to taste like carrot. Like a strong taste of carrot will put me off, and then I won't be able to eat it. And I'm built this way. Boop, 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 boop. We'll let that cool. Scrub it, scrub, scrub while it's still hot so you can get everything out. Otherwise, you'll have to soak it later. Or soak it and then get to it later. And God knows you probably will not come back to it later. Hence why there's so many dishes in the sink. Later can mean a week later. Turn on the cold water. Nice. All right, time to squeeze out my spinach and my bean sprouts. Baby, baby, baby. No, you're so cute, Mama. You're so cute, cute. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't bite me, please. You have sharp teeth. Oh, she left. All right, let's do this. The squeezing of the veggies. Squish. Whoop. Trying to do it so it doesn't hurt me too much. No. Oh. Boop. Boop. Okay. Let me rinse this again. Okay. For these, you're supposed to season it with garlic, sesame oil, and like salt. Except every time I use garlic, it's always like fresh garlic is spicy to me, so I don't like it. But maybe that's just because it's all fresh, so I have to let it sit. I don't know. But we'll start with the sesame oil at least. Oops. We're eyeballing this. Yep. That's too much, probably. You want to kind of gently, but also not really separate the spinach. Yeah, I think I overcooked the spinach. Oh yeah. That shit's so sad. I think when you don't overcook the spinach, when you squeeze it, it doesn't crumble like it is right now. Okay. It's still in the meal. It should still provide plenty of nutrition. I don't know why I said it like that. Swish, 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 swish. Okay. It smells very like sesame oil. I think it's enough. Now we will add salt. And we're not going to add too much salt, I think. Sprinkle, sprinkle. One sprinkle at a time. One time when I made this, I oversalted everything. So everything was literally just salt when I bit into it. I couldn't eat it. I had to throw it away. Carrots, bean sprouts, spinach, and all. Even though I did them all separately. You suck. No, you don't, Grace. You don't suck. Stop saying that. One salt at a time. Okay, I think that would be enough. That was a really big teaspoon. Yeah, that's a lot of salt. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And then maybe instead of garlic, I'll just use garlic powder. Don't judge me. How much garlic powder? I don't know. Like, maybe like that. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, I think that was fine. I did add the scents of garlic to it, so. Oh, maybe too much garlic. Okay. That done. That also done. Should I just mix them together? Yes. Alright, please don't be a mistake by doing this. I will hate myself if I do. Not like it. Because I did this. Doink. Carrots are still warm, which is probably fine. I'm just gonna, because then there's more carrot than there's bean sprout and spinach, so if we evenly mix it together, then you'll get even portions of everything, and then it won't feel like, oh, I have too much carrot to everything else ratio, maybe. Because this is all one. This is not everything separate. This is one thing, so there's supposed to be more carrot. Actually, it does not look very bad in terms of ratio-wise when we do it like this. See? Unless I'm not mixing it well. So this is my banchan. I'm not Korean. Please don't come at me. This is so I have veggies to eat because I'm very picky and I don't like veggies. But when I eat kimbap, it's fine. So kimbap and bibimbap, which are like the same exact ingredients. Okay. Nice and mixed. Back into the container you go. It kind of looks like my mom's egg roll mix because that's what it is. Kind of. It's onion, carrot, and like cilantro, but that's the same colors, so it looks similar. Okay. Boop 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 boop. Hooray! Now I put this into the fridge. To the fridge. Yeah. Okay. And now we do the cleaning. Beep beep. Okay, sure. That's my sink. We clean now. Power pose. Drink a drink. Bleh. Wiping the countertop. I'm gonna vacuum the oven top. Oh, I gotta put the salt away. Get the spoon into the salt. Cap it. Now, use the white later. For now, I'm doing the dishes. Shake it, shake it, shake. died. The knives. These things. Drying. Forks. Oops. Scissors. Oh. Missing cap. That's still wet. Okay, and then we have little sauce bowls. There's my face, probably. Cutting board. Little bowl. Little bowls. My bowls. My cups. Measuring cup. Cap. Mixing bowl. Creamy container. And homemade funnel. Oh my god, why didn't I think of this before? I always do a bunch of shit and I'm like, man, I wish I had a funnel. It's right here. Minus this lid, this handle. I don't want this handle. Remove thyself. Ow. I'm gonna cut it a little bit more so that it's even. For the most part, I think. Yay. This part I can fix with tape. I'll put this here for now. And hot goes over here. Baba dishes. Don't look at my shirt, it looks weird. Apps. Do this to me. Water. Okay. still putting stuff away. That needs to dry. This also needs to dry. It's also drying. It's also drying. These are good. These are my cups. It's sturdy. These are my cup bowls because I don't like holding the bowl rims because it hurts. Like this is like it starts to hurt and it's heavy, and then holding it from the bottom isn't always secure. So handles. I think these are technically soup bowls, soup cups. I just searched big mug on Amazon. And these were like the best deal, and I really like them. They are good size. My cup is dirty. They're good size, and they're lasting up. The only issue is like when you mix shit in there, it starts to, I don't know how to explain it, scratch it. But I mean, I can still use it, so it's fine. I kind of want to get more. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Okay, now I can do the dishes. Oop. Ha! Shit. I got scared. I thought I saw a message in the chat. Whew. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready. A little bitch. God damn it. Ah. Gentle water scrub. Gentle water scrub. Doke. Now that that is clean, I'm going to use it. First, you've got to clean your sponge. You gotta rinse your dishes with any loose food and stuff. And you can use your sponge to help. You just have to clean the sponge again. Belinda. Hello, Ducky Cup. It's got like orange shit on its sides. Okay, and then we empty this thing. Oops. Shake, shake, shake. What else? The recycling truck is here. Jiggle, jiggle. I have to have my anti-fatigue mat in the kitchen because when I stand and do dishes for like more than like 5 minutes, my back starts to hurt like a lot. It still, oh, that's awesome. It still hurts, but it hurts. It takes longer for it to start hurting with the anti-fatigue mat. But I'm starting to feel it. I just remembered there was raw meat in the sink. Hiya! Hiya! Oh! No! Yeah, it's messed up, Tina! I'm an idiot. No, I'm not. I just made a mistake. I made a mistake. I dropped everything. Now there's water everywhere. I'm okay. Thanks for checking on me. Don't step over here. You'll get wet and you'll be sad. Yeah. Sanitize, but also just using it as a wipe to clean the sink. Boop, boop. Because how are you going to clean dishes if your sink is not clean? You're just cleaning your dishes in dirt. That's what I tell my roommates. But they don't care. It doesn't bother them. It does not bother them. Hi, Tina. You're not going to eat? What you doing, hun? Oh no, my camera has died. Alright, I should shut off the stream then since my camera is dead. Take off the gloves. Come Mariah. Okie dokie. Goodbye.